Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. Liverpool have been knocked out of the Europa League by Atalanta. Amazing. Jurgen Klopp's final hurrah. Jurgen Klopp's amazing tentative time at Liverpool comes to an end off the back of what was a very spirited and thoughtful performance from 11 players who really wanted to win a game of footy. It was just beautiful. I mean, what a great game plan it must be. What a great idea for each individual to go, right, the next solution to getting the following goal, because bear in mind, we were 1-0 up after 7 minutes. That's exactly where you want to be in a European fixture. So now the solution is, Salah's on the ball. Hey, Sobbo, here's the ball, lad. Hey, Sobbo, give it to McAllister. McAllister, here's the ball, lad. Hey, give it to Drake, here's the ball, lad. Give it to Rowe, here's the ball, lad. Give it to Van Dijk, here's the ball, lad. Give it to Alisson. And then you just do that 10 more times, 20 more times. Instead of saying, you know what? Let's go and have a few chances on goal. No, let's not have any chances on goal. Let's pass it back to Alisson. It's a great solution. It's what's going to give us the most European success following the end of Jurgen Klopp's tenure of the Europa League. What a great game plan. In fact, how did I never think of it? How did I never think of a game plan where I go, boys, I think the best solution to being 3-0 down against an Italian team who are set out to defend and counter-attack, the best solution is passing around the back. I'm telling you, we're onto a jackpot. It's a great idea. So do you know what? I actually wanted to do this video to congratulate them. I think it was great. Well done. You won the game. I think you forgot that you were 3-0 down. This is outrageous. And I sit here and I do these videos and I try and say, right, okay, I don't want to be like any other YouTuber. I don't want to flip for no reason to flip. If I saw somebody in my life who was underwhelmingly delivering and I felt like a certain type of reaction would get something out of them, then I'd give them the best possible way. I'd act the best possible way to give them that reaction. So if I had to act a little bit harsh, a little bit tough love, then that's the best approach for that person. Other people, not so much. These boys need to understand they're good enough to score goals. We have not scored an open play goal in over 6 hours. That is not just unlucky. That is not just bad form. That is a lot more than just missing a couple of chances. That, my friends, is a lack of even trying. A lack of even trying. I don't watch Liverpool in these past couple of games and go, oh my goodness, okay, we got outplayed. But we tried, we done absolutely everything that we could. And it's not even like it's close. It's very rare in a game of football where you see 100% effort all game. There's going to be spells in the game where you're going to have to reserve your energy. Now that's understood. But in a European quarter-final, against a team that you're 3-0 down against, to put that lack of effort in was just astonishing. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And that's all it was. It weren't these, like, it's not like, I'm not coming to the conclusions that everyone else is coming to, like, X player is finished, this player's not good enough. But unfortunately, in what was looking like being a season of great success, or at least close to great success, it's now not even close. It's not like we got to the Europa League final and bottled it. It's not like we got to the final of other competitions and bottled it, or got to the last day of the Premier League and bottled it. We're doing this 6-7 games prior to the season. Now, can I say I'm not surprised? Well, I am surprised. Based on the fact that I've saw this team for the best part of 6 months play very sound football. Competing at the top of the league. Competing in these competitions. Beating big teams like Arsenal in the FA Cup. The point was you got the job done. And then now you're getting into a position where you're sacrificing your own career with the lack of effort that you show. It's almost like it's an insult to the people that believe in you. Your lack of effort is an insult to the people that believe in you. That's a quote from Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor is absolutely bang on. Maybe nowadays, there might be a little bit too much to come to such great quotes. That quote right there is the most perfect one, and it applies perfectly in this situation. So I hope the players are disappointed in themselves. I'm going to be really honest, because it's not like they're not capable. They've shown for the past 6 months they're capable of winning big games, of getting results and getting the points. But instead they've let themselves down. Because the lack of experience that this team has, let's call it what it is, it's affected us. They don't know how to live in the fire with each other. That was something that our previous team under Jurgen Klopp was able to achieve. Okay, right now, we're 3-0 down against Barcelona, but look how much we battered them. Let's go in the second leg. And if we score one, we go again. Same mentality. No drop-off. And that no drop-off from the likes of Gini Wijnaldum, who didn't start that game. He was very angry that he didn't start that game. But he goes, right, Robertson's off. This is my opportunity. I'm going to maximise it. That is a proper player. Proper mentality. And it's not that Gini Wijnaldum, ability-wise, is better than the likes of McAllister or even Szoboszlai. He was a good player fundamentally, don't get me wrong, but technically probably inferior to both of the names that I've just mentioned. Yet, Gini Wijnaldum won us a semi-final. Gini Wijnaldum was an integral part of us winning the Champions League. That, my friends, is mentality. That, my friends, is something that has developed. It is not just sort of in you. I believe McAllister and Sobbo both have great mentalities, but then I watch yesterday's game and I think, but it's not together. There's no energy bouncing off each other because, okay, McAllister individually might work hard, but then if Sobbo's not working hard and then other players aren't working hard around McAllister, it's going to affect on McAllister. Well, none of yous are setting the tone this way, so I'm going to match your tone. It's a natural thing that you fall into when you join a new team. It would make sense that these guys who have been at the team longer than you, the Virgils, the Trents, the Konates, that is a sign I'm going to follow the tone that you set. And that's why a lot of these new players are looking poor right now, because the more experienced ones are underwhelming. Now, I give this team a lot of credit because at the beginning of the season, if you told me we are where we are, I'd have been surprised by the Europa League knockouts, not going to lie. But if you told me we won a Carabao Cup, we were third place, competing in a title race, I'd have said, it's an alright season. But then context tells you we could be so much further. And because it's Jurgen Klopp's final season, when that news was announced, the expectation automatically increased from me and you as the fan base, and rightly so. But then also we had substance to believe that we could go on and do a half quadruple. We had the substance because we were performing that way. Other teams were scared of us. Other teams didn't want to play us. There was a moment everyone thought we were going to win the league. But then something changed. You can blame it on the injuries. That plays a part. You can blame it on everything else. But as far as I'm concerned, we won a trophy with a group of kids. Why is that? There's an element of naivety. I'm a youngster. I'm new. I don't need to overly impress. I just need to do my job. That's what won us the game, because everyone's done the job. Yet, from experienced players against Atalanta in a European quarter-final, I saw a lack of that. A lack of let me do my job. A lack of let me stick to the basics. And the basics is when you're 2-0 down in a fixture, you go for the game. Stop passing the ball around the back like a tit and simply saying, okay, right, this is the best solution to us getting these 2 goals back. When the fuck did you become a possession-based team? In your own half of the pitch? When did that happen? Please explain. That needs an explanation. Without question. The manager's got to account for this. The players have got to account for this. We could be doing so much better. That's the unfortunate thing. We could be doing so much better, but you've let yourselves down. But there is still time to somehow fix it. It's a suffocating amount of space, but it's space nonetheless. Fight and scram the scraps that are available to you. Feed off them. Use any scrap you can get and please maximise it. It would be so disappointing to go down without a fight. Okay, forget the league title for 1 second. Please just go down please go down fighting. It's the last season of Jurgen Klopp. This isn't the way it's supposed to end. If anyone was script writing football, if Jurgen Klopp has a bad end, I know there's no script writers in football. And the reason why I know that is because that's not the way they'd write the script. The script is Jurgen Klopp's supposed to win something before he goes, not lose. And I do feel like the players are letting him down ever so slightly. And that's just my opinion. I've supported the players. I'm going to continue to support the players, but you were very disappointing in these previous 2 legs. And I understand when people say, well, the fans were also underwhelming. They were very poor in the first home game. Unfortunately, football is a feeding off energy thing. And when your players show nothing, it will result in silence, because we're not going to boo you for the poor performance, because that's going to discourage you. So, okay, we'll stay neutral. These aren't putting energy in. Why am I going to put energy in? I'm going to wait until they give me something to be energetic about. We're not just going to sing like headless chickens. We go with the war anthem at the beginning, you'll never walk alone, but then there is an element where these players have to get something out of the fans, especially when there's so much diversity within the stadium nowadays. It's not like friends are going with friends, or it's just majority of local people, so everybody knows each other, therefore everyone's more willing to have a laugh because they're in bigger numbers. No, it's about 2 or 3 people each going to a game of football in segregated groups sitting in their seats. Therefore, no one's just going to start singing out of nowhere, because there's not that sense of unity. And that's what I mean. Diversity is good, but I mean diversity in a stadium, unfortunately, are now forced to the players to get a reaction out of a diverse group of people. Because it's not just, oh, you're all right, John, you're all right, this. It's like that sometimes, but I mean, it was much more frequent back in the day. Therefore, on a modern day player, there's an element where you've got to get the fans out your seat, because we're not just going to sit there and abuse you all game when you're underwhelming. So we'll sit there in silence until you give us something to shout about. So I can't put this on the fans. It's the manager, it's the players, and you can speak about the individuals, Mohamed Salah, you can speak about Darwin Núñez. Collectively as a team, we were underwhelming as anything. Systematically, it was wrong. Wrong. But even people blaming Klopp, right, fair enough, do that. Jurgen Klopp has no way advocated for that type of performance. And that's why he's looking disappointed every second of the game, because the players aren't sticking to the game plan. Why is that? Pressure, lack of cohesion, lack of time together. And Atalanta absolutely deserve to go through, by the way. I think even in the second leg, they should have probably had a couple of goals. It's a tough pill to swallow, it's a hard one to take, but please just fight for the remaining games. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for much more. Anyway, let me know your opinions on the game. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you like, you like. You dislike, then you dislike. Don't just leave it. If you don't like the video, show some bollocks. Dislike the video. Comment. I want to give someone a shout out, but I don't have anyone to shout out, because I'm really disappointed in every player. Gakpo was good. Can't deny Gakpo. He put some on the plate opportunities for these ballers, and they failed. On to the next game. Don't fuck it up.